Francis Ngannou is getting training from legendary boxer Mike Tyson, and Tyson Fury has slammed Mike for helping Francis instead of him. Francis Ngannou is very happy with the help that Mike has been giving him, and he thinks that Mike has invested enough to help him really win. Francis stated, "I've known Mike Tyson since I don't know how long, and I've met him a couple of times, and to have him this time around, I'm like, okay. I was a little confused sometimes. I'm like, he's not here just to watch. He's here because of my fight and to help me, and he's actually giving me instructions and stuff, and I'm like, man, this is actually Mike Tyson. I'm not tripping, it's real." That's how big it is. Obviously, in a couple of months, nobody has ever imitated Mike Tyson's style and done it as well as him. It's not something I'm going to do, but still, there are a lot of things that I'm learning from him. Mike Tyson has been ready to see this fight for quite some time, and he didn't care what kind of fight it was.
Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou. Do you want to see that fight?
Yeah, I don't mind watching it.
Oh, I'm talking about a box, not MMA. Let's be specific. A boxing match. Would you like to see a boxing match with Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou?
I like to see anybody fight.
So you just want to see a fight?
Yeah.
John Fury watched some of the training that Francis has been doing with Mike, and he thinks that it's all just a big joke. John stated, "Just seen Francis Ngannou and Mike Tyson, and that so-called trainer who's got the pads on. Seen the open workout. I hope he's kidding along and he's playing possum here. I hope that's a joke and intended to be a laugh, because if it's not, he ain't got a prayer. He got no chance. He won't get out of the first round. He's probably gonna be Tyson Fury's quickest knockout. It's gotta be kidology. It's gotta be fun and games, because if that's what he's got, well, God help him, he'll get smashed to bits. That's embarrassing if that's what he can do on a public workout. Don't bother doing a public workout. It's a disgrace." Mike is very invested in Francis, and he has the utmost confidence in his skills.
So this is just the beginning. You hear me, Francis? This is just the beginning. You didn't get started yet. Like this, that's like this. Oh, yeah. Relax your arms, relax, don't punch hard your thumb. Last one, win, left foot up. Yeah. Stay low, don't bring your head back up.
Mike Tyson really thinks that Francis is going to knock out Tyson Fury if he can connect with his jaw. Mike stated, "I'm helping Ngannou. I'm learning what he's able to do. He's able to do so much more than I anticipated. He has what it takes to knock out anything or anybody standing in his way. Once he lands a punch on Tyson Fury's jaw, he's going to knock him out too. Nobody can survive that." Carl Froch doesn't think this is a fight people will naturally want to see, but he thinks that more people will watch now that Tyson has announced a follow-up fight with Alexander Usyk soon. Carl stated, "Fury Ngannou does not appeal to the proper boxing audience. It's more for the crossover misfits audience. By announcing Fury Usyk is definitely happening, fans will tune into the Ngannou fight on the back of that, because now there's interest in what Fury's looking like. I don't care that Ngannou can punch. He's never going to be able to line it up. Fury's not going to be worried about getting hit by that monstrous punch, because I've seen Ngannou on the pads and he looks terrible. He looks like what I'd expect a zero-fight novice to look like. Slow, awkward, stiff. How is he going to get near Fury? He's going to get his head absolutely peppered off." Just because of the fact that Tyson Fury has announced his fight with Usyk before handling business with Francis, Daniel Cormier really wants Francis to punish him. DC stated, "It's the most disrespectful thing Tyson Fury could do. It's so disrespectful. Tyson Fury knows. It's kinda crazy, bro, because I hope Francis knocks his head off. I like Tyson Fury. I watched his show on Netflix and fell in love with the dude. I like Tyson Fury so much now. I love his personality, I love his family, but it's the most disrespectful thing you could do. He's scheduled a fight 2 months later, essentially saying that he's going to be completely clean when he's done with Francis Ngannou. So he's going to beat Francis and go fight the number 2 heavyweight in the world right after. It's crazy." Mike has really been putting the time in with Francis though, and he's hoping that it will be enough to help him beat Tyson Fury. Dan Hardy really hopes that Francis picks up specific skills and mindsets from his time training with Mike Tyson, though. Dan stated, "It's going to be very interesting to see what Francis can add to his game, especially with Mike Tyson working with him. I'm hoping that Mike Tyson is going to work some of that peekaboo style, and he's also going to encourage him to work the body a little bit, because the drawback of a power puncher is that they tend to hunt for the head. And Tyson Fury is tall, and he's very, very good at slipping away and countering with uppercuts. It's going to be an incredibly tough test for Francis. You can't say the man is afraid of taking risks, because this is probably the biggest risk he's taking in boxing right now. Mike Tyson really thinks that Francis is going to be out there and box with his own style, and he thinks that Francis could pull off the biggest upset in boxing history. Mike stated, "It would be the biggest upset in the history of entertainment. No way. We're different people. We have different styles. He's going to fight like Francis, and he's going to do well. It's not for everybody. It's great for me, but for most people, it won't work for them. Listen, you're going to see he's been constantly improving, and I'm very proud of him for taking this whole ordeal in perspective. He's fighting the greatest fighter in the last, maybe the greatest fighter ever. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm so proud of him for taking this step and doing the impossible, so to speak." Joe Rogan knows what Tyson Fury stands for in the heavyweight division, but he also knows what Francis Ngannou brings to the ring.
The thing about Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury is I do not imagine a world where Francis Ngannou can outbox Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a master. His footwork, his jab, his understanding of what to do. You ever see that fight with Otto Wild where he's on the ropes and just bobbing and weaving, slipping punches? Will say, though, is Francis Ngannou hits like a freight train.
Correct.
He hits like a freight train.
But Dylan White does too.
I don't think those guys hit as hard as Francis. I mean, I don't know, but Francis is a natural 265. He has to cut down to make 265. He hits so hard. The question is, will he be able to connect on the greatest heavyweight ever?
Tyson Fury isn't very happy about Mike Tyson working with Francis, but he understands that this is all business. Tyson stated, "I think that it's sad, actually. The man that I'm named after, a legend, has to go against me, for one, and then come out as a loser, for two, having lost to a man he was named after. I think it's sad, and I think that he should be in my corner, not the losing corner. But business is business, and I understand that it's strictly business. No matter what he teaches this fella, no matter how much boxing training he does or whatever, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. I'm not sure who said that, but I know that's true. They've all got plans until they get smacked in the mouth." Tyson Fury is very confident in his own skills, though, and he doesn't think that it matters who trains Francis. Tyson stated, "Mike Tyson's a great guy. He's a living legend in sport. He's a living legend in boxing. He's got a lot of knowledge in boxing. I think he'll teach Francis a lot, but I don't think it would matter who trained Ngannou for this fight. He's got to fight Tyson Fury, and I'm not an easy opponent for anybody, no matter who's training you. So yeah, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. That's exactly what's going to happen to Ngannou when I fight him. He's going to have this big plan, and then he's going to get punched in the face, and it's going to go all out the window." If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.